Welcome to Digits. I'm Simon Constable. In a long-awaited report, MIT has concluded it acted prudently in its handling of the prosecution of internet activist Aaron Swartz, who committed suicide in January 2013. Corporate Deputy Bureau Chief Spencer Ante, who's been following the case for the Wall Street Journal, joins Digits now. This was a very sad event. Recap for us before we get into what's happened.
Right. So Aaron Swartz was this young, brilliant internet activist who was accused by the government of illegally downloading millions of files from an academic publishing web server that was housed on the MIT campus. Prosecutors threw the book at him and were seeking decades in jail for this alleged crime, and it sparked a firestorm in the public and on the internet that many people thought that the government was pursuing an overly zealous prosecution of this young man. When the trial was about to come, after many months of discovery and back and forth between the government and the defense, Aaron committed suicide, and that also sort of inflamed the feelings and sort of criticism about MIT's handling of this incident, as well as the government's handling of this case.
Now, MIT has just published a report on whether they handled that okay.
Yes.
And one of the things the president says is, the president of MIT says, I'm confident MIT's decisions were reasonable, appropriate, and made in good faith. And he also acknowledges that some people won't buy that, basically, right?
Right. So 2 days after Mr. Swartz killed himself, the president of MIT announced he was commissioning this report. It took a lot longer than people thought. And it's a report that's not likely to quiet the criticism of the school, I would think. The report basically says that MIT really didn't do anything wrong and that they couldn't identify any one specific activity or instance that would have prevented this tragedy from happening. However, the authors of the report, which included mostly MIT professors, concluded that if there's one thing they could hold the university accountable for, it's that MIT should not have been neutral in its stance on the Aaron Swartz case, which is what the university claimed to have taken, was a neutral stance. And I talked to Robert Swartz, Aaron Swartz's father, and he believes that this report actually shows that MIT wasn't neutral. Okay. For example, he says that he privately urged MIT to tell the government not only not to pursue jail time, but to drop the case entirely, and that MIT declined to take him up on both of those.
Now, I mean, this isn't the first hacker that's had the book thrown at them. There's been examples like Mitnick in the past, brilliant young computer whiz kid doing stuff, getting in trouble, and MIT is known for admitting very smart young people. Is this something that's going to happen again, do you think? I mean...
Oh, absolutely. Of course it's going to happen again. And that's why MIT realizes they need to deal with this, because they need to come up with a better way of handling these incidents. And I think the president could be given credit for sparking this dialogue, even though they haven't really admitted anything wrong and they haven't said they're going to do anything specifically. He's laying the groundwork for some potential action. So this is like phase one in this process. Phase two will be taking a look at this report, starting a dialogue with the MIT community about what could they do differently if something like this happens again. And I think he's sincere in saying that we want to learn from this tragedy, and we hope that's what happens.
Okay, well, we hope they learn too. I mean, they're institutions of learning, so hopefully they do learn. Thank you very much, Spencer Ante.
Thank you.
Of the Wall Street Journal. I'm Simon Constable, and that was Digits.